All right, guys, in today's video, we are going to be looking at all the private golf clubs in and around the South Carolina Low Country. We're going to see where they're at on the map. We're going to see what's around them, and we're going to talk a little bit about each one. So if that's something that interests you, stick around because we're getting after it right now. Do you want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Low Country, whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County? Then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about everything happening here. My name is David Simcox, host of this channel and a local real estate agent. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you and you and you looking to make their move here, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 3 days, 3 months, or even 3 years, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or you can even book a Zoom call, all in the description below, so I can help you find your low country lifestyle. Now, in today's video, we're jumping inside my computer, and we're going to look at all the private golf clubs in and around the South Carolina Low Country. That includes Bluffton, that includes Hilton Head, and we're going to look at on the map where they're at, what's around them, and we're going to talk a little bit about each one. Now, keep in mind, a private golf club means that only the folks that are members and or live in that neighborhood are allowed to play there. These are not public golf courses for the everyday folks. Anybody that wants to come in, it's kind of a privilege, a high-end exclusive golf experience, which there's quite a few of these in and around Bluffton and Hilton Head. So we're going to get after it right now. All right, so the first one that we're going to talk about is Wexford. And so Wexford is right here on Hilton Head Island. And if I zoom out just a tad, you'll see Hilton Head Island is right here. A lot of people know about Hilton Head. Just kind of near Savannah, Georgia, and not too far away from Charleston, South Carolina. It's been a major tourist destination for a long time, but Wexford is right here. So if you come on the island and you come along this way on 278, Wexford, you have to come down around this traffic circle right here, and then you'll enter into Wexford right here. And around here, there's quite a bit going on. You've got the shopping center here, which has Java Burrito, which I absolutely love. This little shopping plaza called the Village at Wexford has a whole bunch of really cute little shops and restaurants and pretty fun stuff to do. But also in and around Hilton Head, you've got probably 200 different restaurants. So, you know, plenty of things, plenty of dining options and shopping and all kinds of things to do. But this kind of shows you roughly where Wexford is. Now, I'm going to pull up some stats on Wexford. So Wexford has an Arnold Palmer golf course. So that is the private golf course that's in there. And if we go here, this is kind of over the past 5 years, and this is the median sales price in Wexford. So you can see dating back to 2019, median sales price was 1.7. It's kind of gone up and down here. You can see maybe the lowest it's been that was probably for, I don't know what that was. Probably for an actual home, 629. The highest it's been was 3.5 million, 3.525. And then it's kind of gone up and down. And right now, at the end of August 2024, it says the median sales price is around 1.6 million. So, you know, not over 5 years, believe it or not quite as much appreciation as I would have expected. Jumping into these numbers, but let's also go and see what has sold in the past year and kind of see bottom and top end what you get for the money. So the least expensive home that sold in the past year is $1,149,000, and let's see what you get for that. So here you can see you've got about 2,700 square feet. This one is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, built in 2001, and still a very, very beautiful home. So got a marsh view here, a private swimming pool. And again, this is just to kind of show you what you get for the money. Our next private golf club community is called the Long Cove Club. And the Long Cove Club is right here, and they are actually next door neighbors with Wexford. Remember, we just talked about Wexford right here. And the Long Cove Club has a Pete Dye private golf club. And so again, it's going to be right in the same vicinity of Hilton Head Island. So a lot of the same shopping, a lot of the same things around here. You've got Pirates Adventure Golf Club right here. You've got Shelter Cove, which has a ton of great shopping and dining experiences. You've got a Kroger grocery store not too far away. But again, lots of great things. I'm not going to talk about all the amenities in each one of these clubs because that'll be kind of individual videos on a different time. But they do have a lot of other great amenities besides just the private golf club. But let's jump in and let's look at the stats on this one. So over the past 5 years, this is again the median sales price. And it looks like dating back to 2019, the median sales price was $792,000 in the Long Cove Club. And this one has jumped up kind of over time. You can see it bumped up to 1.6 million. Looks like the highest it's been in the past 5 years is back in June of 2023. The median sales price was 2.297 million. And right now we kind of finished out at about $1.2 million. Let's just see how that differs if we go with average sales price. Average sales price, not too different. Looks like we had that high here of 2.297 and finished out the year at about 1.2. So not too much different. But let's jump into the last year and let's just see what the high and low was. So all right, so the least expensive home in the past year was this one for $895,000, 2,200 square feet, but on almost half an acre of land, so that's pretty nice. And this one was a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath built in 1985. And let's just see kind of what you get for the money. Okay, pretty nice. A little bit dated, but not bad. And then let's also, for the fun of it, see what the most expensive home was. All right, so the most expensive home in the past year was this one for 2.2 million. And this one, again, on almost half an acre. And we're looking at about 4,200 square feet. And you know what? I bet this one, yeah, this is like a new construction. This one's from 2023. That's beautiful. I really like that. All right, so now we are in our next community, and this one is called Moss Creek. So Moss Creek is right here, and it is actually still considered part of Hilton Head, even though it's right across the bridge here. So you can remember we were right over here, and we were over by Long Cove, and we were over by Wexford just a minute ago. Wexford was right here next to it. And we come across the bridge, and this is Moss Creek. So it's kind of over here on the Bluffton side, but it is still considered Hilton Head. And Moss Creek has 2 Tom Fazio golf courses. One they call the Devil's Elbow South, and one they call the Devil's Elbow North. And these, again, are private golf clubs within the community. And this is kind of nice because it's right in the middle of Hilton Head and Bluffton. So you get sort of all the benefits of both. So right here near Moss Creek, you've got Old Town Bluffton, which has all kinds of restaurants and dining and boutiques and, you know, lots of fun stuff to do. And then you also have all of like the, let's see if we can find the all the outlet malls. You've got tons of restaurants all through here off of 278. And then again, you're just a hop, skip, and a jump over here to Hilton Head. And you've got, you know, hundreds of restaurants over in Hilton Head. So it's kind of right in the middle. And let's jump in and see what the stats look like on Moss Creek. So Moss Creek, over the past 5 years, it looks like 400,000, and it has gone up significantly. So looks like the highest it's been was back in September of 2023, where the median sales price was 1.47 million, and looks like at the end of 2024, median sales price was 879,000. So it has actually jumped up quite a bit over the past 5 years. And let's jump in and kind of see what you get for the money over here. So the least expensive sale in the past year was this one right here at 585,000, 1,600 square foot home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 1985. And again, they're not showing you too much here as far as photos, just a couple of exterior photos. But let's look at the fun one and see what the most expensive one. Looks like most expensive home over the past year was this one for 2.85 million, and this was a 9,630 square foot home. Says it was on a 24/7 deep water access, so you can see the dock here. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I actually went to a party in this house. I went to a realtor event, but very, very unique interior on this home. But anyway, this is the top end of Moss Creek. So next, we're going to take a look at the Colleton River Club, and this is your Colleton River Club private golf course community. And the Colleton River Club actually has it actually has 3 golf courses. It has 2 18-hole courses. It's got the Pete Dye, and it also has the Jack Nicklaus, but it also has a 6-hole Augusta style practice course, which is really awesome. Now, this club, the Colleton River Plantation Club, is actually pretty far back down this road. So if I scroll out, we were just over here at Moss Creek, but this one is back here kind of on a peninsula. And to get here, you actually have to go way down this road. You come in here, you've got this Chick-fil-A, you've got Lowe's, you've got a Home Depot over here, but you actually have to go like a couple miles down this road to get back to the club. So it is, it is a little bit of a hike back down there, but it's absolutely gorgeous when you get back there, and it feels like a million miles away. But it is right here in Bluffton, right off of Highway 278, which is right here. And Highway 278 runs over to Hilton Head and then eventually runs back over here to I-95. But Colleton River Club, let's jump in and look at the stats on that. So over the past 5 years, you can see it started out at about $1 million median price point. Looks like the top of the market was around 3.7 back in July of 2023. And we finished the year out in August 2024 at about 1,967,500. So it has gone up, but again, over time, not significantly. So again, a little surprising on that one. And let's just kind of see what you get for the money in the Colleton River Club. All right, so least expensive home was this one at 1,149,000, 2,540 square feet. And this is just one of their golf cottages. So golf cottage is somewhere that folks that live in the community can have friends and family come stay. They do allow short-term rentals, but I believe it has to be for people that are connected to the club in some way, or people that are coming to tour the community thinking about buying. This one was built in 1996. Very beautiful inside, actually. And then let's look at the more fun one, which is the most expensive sale in the community. So 11.9 million. Oh my Lord. This thing is 19,000 square feet on 9 acres All right, so this is says one of South Carolina's finest riverfront estates. So, oh, they took the pictures down. Gosh darn it. So you're going to have to use your imagination, but it says one of South Carolina's finest riverfront estates, a design masterpiece with a 24/7 deepwater dock and boat lift, commands a 400 feet on the Colleton River shoreline, 9.8 picturesque acres. So I don't know, maybe this is a 6-bedroom, 6-bath built in 2004. So maybe, I don't know, if this one interests you, go look on the internet and see if you can Google this one and see what this thing looked like back in the day. I bet it was amazing. So comment down below if you found the pictures for this $11.9 million listing in Colleton River. All right, so now we are going to look at Belfair, and Belfair is right here, and it's kind of the next private golf club down the road. Again, we were just over here in Colleton River, so not far. It's the next one down, 278. So again, we talked a little bit about Highway 278, and so this one is just moving down the road here in Bluffton. And Belfair actually has 2 Tom Fazio private golf courses and a 29-acre learning center. And in and around Bluffton, in and around Belfair, of course, you've got all kinds of restaurants up and down Highway 278. You've got a Sam's Club here. You've got all the shops and dining down here in Old Town near my office. Nectar Farm Kitchen, where I actually had my client appreciation party. Those of you that are past clients and watch this channel, you remember our party we had over there. But Belfair, again, 2 Tom Fazio golf courses and a 29-acre learning center. Let's jump in and see what the stats are on Belfair. So over the past 5 years, looks like started out at about 897,500. And actually right now, this is interesting. Looks like as of August 2024, we are peaking at our highest median sales price ever in Belfair at $2,140,000. So that's interesting. We are on an upward trend, and you can see that the neighborhood is appreciating over time. And let's jump in and see what has sold in the past year. So 46 sales in the past year, and least expensive sale in the neighborhood was this one, 875,000 for 3,115 square feet on just over half an acre, and built in 2000. This is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. And again, they're not showing us too much, but there is a private pool in the screen lanai, which is pretty cool. And yeah, they're not going to show us any more photos. They took them down, but let's see if they'll show us what the most expensive sale was. All right, this one at $2,195,000 for 4,222 square feet on just over half an acre. And this one is a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath built in 2022. And you've got that kind of low country front porch. Everybody likes to hang out on their front porch here in the South Carolina Low Country. You've got a private pool overlooking a lagoon and beautiful coffered ceilings and a gourmet chef's kitchen here. So quite a bit of bang for your buck there for around $2 million. So the next community we're going to talk about is Berkeley Hall Golf Club. And again, we just came from Belfair, which was right here. So we're literally just working our way down Highway 278. We are still in Bluffton. And Berkeley Hall Golf Club actually also has 2 Tom Fazio golf courses and a 30-acre learning center. So they do love their Tom Fazio golf courses, and I love this this clubhouse. When I drive up to this clubhouse, I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I have made videos about Berkeley Hall, so if you want to go back and you want to watch that individually, you can, to learn a little bit more details. But again, if I zoom out here, you can kind of see where this is at. We were coming from Hilton Head Island. We're working our way this way down 278, and just kind of heading back towards 95. So a lot of these private golf courses, private golf club communities are over on this side of Highway 278. Let's look at the stats on this one. So Berkeley Hall, over the past 5 years, it looks like around 878,000 back in 2019. And looks like, again, we are peaking over here. 2.3 million in June of 2024, and then $2,024 here in August of 2024. So again, over time, they are seeing some appreciation on the median sales price. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what you get for the money. So again, looks like this is one of the golf cottages that sold for $699, 3,082 square feet, just under a quarter acre here. And let's take a peek at it. Golf course view. And again, these golf cottages are for people that are coming to do the Explore program and they want to take a look at the community. And also for like family members of people that live in the community and they have overflow and they need somewhere for their family to stay. They do allow them to rent these out on a short-term basis. Now, the fun one, let's look at the most expensive sale. So most expensive sale in Berkeley Hall this past year was this one for $3,395,000, 6,193 square feet on just over 3/4 of an acre. And this is a 6-bedroom, 8.5 bath home. And take a look at the view on this house. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely gorgeous. You've got the private infinity edge swimming pool here and beautiful twilight photos. You've got the hot tub and these great coffered ceilings, chef's kitchen there, great outdoor living space with an outdoor fireplace. So this would suit me just fine. Comment down below. Tell me if you like this house. So now we are going to look at this one called the Hampton Hall Club. And we're taking a little detour here because up to this point, everything we've looked at has been right here off of Highway 278. But now we're taking a ride into the interior of Bluffton. This is the Hampton Hall Club. Great proximity to Old Town right here. The Hampton Hall Club has a heat dye golf course. And they have lots of other great amenities too, which again is not the topic of this conversation. They do have pools and tennis and dining and all that other great stuff that you'd expect from a private golf club. Now, the thing about the Hampton Hall Club is this is a golf optional club. So a lot of the other ones that we've been talking about are golf mandatory, meaning when you buy in that community, you're already a member of the golf club, whether you like it or not. Hampton Hall Club does offer you the opportunity to opt in or opt out of the golf club. Let's look at the stats on the Hampton Hall Club. And over the past 5 years, it looks like this one has gone up quite a bit. And this was a Toll Brothers development where they sold Toll Brothers homes, but they also sold lots and allowed you to build custom homes in this club if you wanted to. But median sales price back in 2019 was $505,000. Right here around June 2022 at $1,150,000. And then we kind of finished August 2024 at $1,157,000. So again, a fair amount of appreciation in the median sales price in Hampton Hall Club. And let's see, over the past year, looks like there were 53 sales. Least expensive sale was this one, and this is a townhome for $529,000. 2,671 square feet, built in 2004, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And let's just take a peek at what you're getting for the money. That's nice. Let's see, the most expensive sale is this one. Looks like $1.925 million for 4,013 square feet. And this is a 6-bedroom, 4.5 bath home on 1/3 of an acre. And this one was built in 2023. So this is a newer home. And let's take a peek at what you get. Ooh, I like that. kind of got a modern feel, which is a little bit unique to Hampton Hall, because a lot of times you're going to see more like Mediterranean and Tuscan style, and so this sort of more modern style is pretty unique, but I really, really like it. So we are going to talk about this community right here, which is Palmetto Bluff. And Palmetto Bluff is kind of a world unto itself. It is in Bluffton, but it's tucked back here off of May River Road, which runs right here again along the May River. So this windy river right here, you can see that is the May River, which eventually heads out to the ocean this way. But Palmetto Bluff is interesting because you've got the Montage resort out there, which is like a 5-star resort, but you've also got these extremely beautiful high-end homes out here. And they actually have 2 golf courses right now. They've got the Jack Nicklaus May River course, and they just opened this one called the Crossroads, which is a 9-hole King Collins course. And I have heard a little bit of chatter that there might be a 3rd course coming in the next couple of years. But Palmetto Bluff actually is a lot of people moving in from California and New York and, you know, all over, even internationally. Several celebrities have been spotted out there buying homes. Justin Bieber loves Palmetto Bluff. He's out there quite a bit, but it's like a world unto itself. It takes a few miles to get out there off of Highway 46 here, and they've got their own shops and dining and restaurants and all kinds of things to do. The clubs are amazing. They've got their own shooting club. They've got just, it is a world unto itself. You feel like you've entered into a movie set when you're out there. But anyway, I've made videos specifically about Palmetto Bluff if you want to go learn more about that. Let's jump into the stats here. We go back to 2019. The median sales price was $1,745,000. And it looks like it peaked right here around January 2023, where the median sales price was up at $3,395. And right now we're at about $2,625 is the median sales price. And I'm going to click on one more stat here because I think this is interesting. Price per square foot. I haven't done this on the other communities, but I just want to show you this because I think this is the highest price per square foot neighborhood in Bluffton and Hilton Head. So right now, the price per square foot in Palmetto Bluff is around $762 per square foot. So that's pretty high. But again, it's a very exclusive high-end experience. Let's jump in and look at what is sold in the past year. So the least expensive home in Palmetto Bluff is this one, which is 2,448 square feet. Village style setting, tiny little lot here, as you can see. And this is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, built in 2021, and kind of just a little cottage here. And this is all they're showing us is this one image, but very cute, low country style cottage. And let's jump over here. So there was 98 sales in Palmetto Bluff, and they still have a lot of development to go. So there's a lot of lots for sale in Palmetto Bluff too. So if you want to buy a lot and you want to build a custom home, that is definitely an option. But this looks like the most expensive sale in the past year, $10,490. This one was 7,946 square feet on just over half an acre. And this is a 7-bedroom, 7.5 bath home. They're not going to show us too many pictures. A lot of times these guys pull the pictures down after they sell them. But absolutely gorgeous exterior here. Beautiful motor court out front. And some great, huge windows along the back. And oh my God, look at that view. That is, I'm sure that's the May River. I know the May River, the Cooper River, and the New River kind of all wrap around Palmetto Bluff. but this looks like that's the May River. So incredible view on this one. All right, so the next private golf course community we're going to talk about is Oldfield. And Oldfield is over here. And again, we just came from Palmetto Bluff, which was out here. And we started here on the island. And we worked our way down 278. And we hit a couple of the ones right here off of 278, like Colleton River and Berkeley and Belfair. And we popped over here to Hampton Hall. But now we are making our way down 170. So when you come down 278 and you cross this road right here is Highway 170. And so Oldfield is right here off of Highway 170. And so it's a little further out when you're talking about proximity to Bluffton, because you got Old Town Bluffton right here with all the shops and dining and restaurants. But the thing I like about Oldfield is it actually is about well, not quite halfway, but it's starting to make your way over here to Beaufort. And you've got like historic Beaufort over here and a lot of really cool shops down on Bay Street and restaurants. And so, you know, it's kind of starting to make your way over that way. Oldfield has a Greg Norman golf course. And again, Oldfield is a golf optional club. So you can buy in or don't buy in. It's 100% up to you. And they will allow you to play a certain number of rounds if you're not a member of the golf club. But they also have some really incredible amenities in here. Again, if you want to learn about those amenities, you're going to have to go watch my Oldfield video to learn all the details about this one. And let's look at the stats on this one. So over the past 5 years, it looks like we started out at about $1 million median sales price back in 2019 at $981,000. Looks like we peaked right here, June 2022. The median sales price was up around $2.3 million. And looks like we ended August 2024 with a median sales price of about $945,000. But this one kind of surprises me because over a 5-year period, looks like it stayed, you know, not flat, but kind of flat. So I don't know. That's interesting. Let's jump in and see exactly what has sold in the past year. So 49 sales in the past year. Least expensive home is this one right here at $669,990. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, built in 2023, and still very beautiful. Kind of a real sort of skinny Charleston style floor plan with the garage in the back. Kind of a tall, skinny house. And let's jump over here and head over to the most expensive one. Most expensive home in Oldfield in the past year was this one at $2,195,000 for 4,778 square feet on just over half an acre, 0.65, 4-bedroom, 5.5 bath, built in 2015. And let's see what you get for the money. I really like that. You've got the detached garage over here, probably like a carriage house up above there, and you've got that great front porch. One of the things I love about Oldfield, it is oozing with Southern charm. There's a lot of these huge oak trees throughout the community, draped in Spanish moss. All the architecture in Oldfield is very Southern, reminiscent of like Southern Living magazine. You've got the coffered ceilings here. So if you really want the Southern charm and the Southern look, Oldfield is a really great community to look at. All right, guys, now we're going to talk about this area right here called Kalawasi Island. And this one, again, is going to be a little bit more removed from all the shopping and dining and everything happening over in Bluffton. But that's also what a lot of people absolutely love about Kalawasi Island. So Kalawasi Island actually has 27 holes of Tom Fazio design golf. Again, this is private golf, meaning you have to be a member to play out here. And they kind of mix it up with the 27-hole course. I think they're redoing one of the nines right now, but depending, they'll put you on different, combinations of the 9-hole options. But this one is right here off of Highway 170. Again, we were talking about that. This keeps going out to Beaufort and Ladies Island. And this comes down here to Highway 278, which we've been talking about today, runs all the way out here to Hilton Head. In order to get to this, you actually have to come down this road right here, and then you come across this causeway. And this causeway right here, a causeway is kind of like a bridge that goes across the marsh. And it is just gorgeous driving across this causeway, and you feel like you have entered into a world unto itself. But again, not a lot of like dining and shops near Kalawasi, because you have to come back over here to Bluffton to get to the majority of the shopping and dining. So it is a little bit more remote, but that also makes it feel a little bit more private, in my personal opinion. And on Kalawasi Island, let's look at the stats here. Over the past 5 years, looks like back in 2019, the median sales price was around $342,000. So that was a pretty low entry point back then. Here it got up to about 1.4 million. Looks like it peaked at about 2 million back in November 2023. And we finished out August 2024 with a median sales price of $1,242,500. And let's just see what we get for the money in Kalawasi Island. So 31 sales over the past year. Least expensive home in Kalawasi was this one at $515,000 for 1,632 square feet on still a big lot. So 0.3, so a third of an acre. And this one was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home built in 1987, so a little bit older. So it's nice. I mean, it's actually a very, very clean home, a little bit dated, but again, it's built in the 80s, so what do you expect? A bit of a galley-style kitchen, but small, quaint, cozy, but it gets you in Kalawasi for a very reasonable price. So let's see what the most expensive sale is. This one, $2,285,000 on just under an acre. So 0.943, so almost an acre. And this is a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath home built in 1999. And let's see what we get for the money. Okay, nice. Look at that view, guys. Look at that view. Beautiful marsh view out there. Looks like maybe, I think that's Heart of Pine flooring. You've got the coffered ceilings. All right, guys, so now we're going to move on to the next door neighbor of Kalawasi, and this is Spring Island. So in order to get to Spring Island, you actually have to come across that same causeway that I was talking about right here, and you go into Kalawasi Island, and you come across another causeway. So this right here is the other causeway, another little bridge coming onto Spring Island. And you have again entered into a whole new world. Spring Island is less dense than Kalawasi, more trees. There's actually quite a bit of dirt roads going through here, but they have their own private golf course out here, which is called Old Tabby. And this is an Arnold Palmer golf course out here. And again, this is actually bigger than Kalawasi Island, but less houses. So a little bit more private feeling, a little bit more natural, lots and lots and lots of trees and forests out here, and extremely private. So when you're out here, almost every single home on Spring Island, you are not going to see your neighbor. They're going to be bigger lots, and again, lots and lots and lots of trees. Spring Island is right here, and it is a pretty good distance away from Bluffton and Hilton Head, but it is kind of midway in between Bluffton and making your way over here to Beaufort. So kind of a good midpoint, but not super convenient if you want to be close to shops and dining and that sort of thing. It is a hike if you want to get to that stuff. Looks like they only started tracking these stats back in 2020. Not sure why. Looks like median sales price in 2020 was $2,249,000 and has stayed pretty flat over the past few years, although they did see a spike up here at 8 million, but that was probably like one crazy sale that threw the statistics out of whack. And here around July 2024, 2,100,000. We probably don't have any stats for August because there probably was not a sale. There's not a lot of sales happening out here in Spring Island because it's, again, not very dense number of homes. So in the past year, as you can see, there were only 19 sales. The least expensive sale on Spring Island was this little tiny house. I don't even know how this exists on Spring Island. 876 square feet, which looks like Premier Golf Front home site. Like maybe this is just like a building. I don't know. This doesn't seem like this should even exist out on Spring Island. I would think that their covenants don't allow an 800 square foot property, but I don't know. Maybe this is something like grandfathered in. 2.5 acres. And so I wouldn't count on seeing anything else like this on the market. This is a little 2-bedroom, 2-bath built in 2010. Next one up, this is probably a little bit, well, yeah, okay, so 900 square feet. So I don't know. Comment down below if you know anything about this. I didn't think their covenants would allow a 900 square foot building out on Spring Island, but maybe. So let's jump over here to the most expensive sale. So most expensive sale in the past year is this one, 3,959 square feet, $4,480 on just under an acre of land. And this is a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath built in 1995. I actually really love houses with red roofs. You've got the detached garage, which looks like it has some living space up above the garage as well. And gorgeous screen porch off the back. Looks like this one does not have a private dock. I don't think that's the dock for this house. We'll keep looking and see. But gorgeous, gorgeous river view here. Great chef's kitchen, very high end, but still very much has a low country feel to it. It's got the Heart of Pine flooring, which is, you'll see a lot in the kind of classic low country style. You've got the back screen porch here overlooking the river. All right, so we are on to our last and final private golf club community here in the South Carolina Low Country. This one is Hagg Point. And Hagg Point is out here on Daufuskie Island. Now, this one I left to the end because it's kind of interesting. This island is only accessible by boat. So it's pretty remote. And so again, if you want shopping and dining and things to do, this may not be the right option for you. But if you want private, extremely private and extremely remote, I guess you could say, because it's only accessible by boat. They do have their own private ferry that takes you out here to Hagg Point. Then this might be an option for you. So Hagg Point actually has a Rees Jones private golf course. And let's look at the stats here. Over the past 5 years, it looks like they started out at about $1,150,000. Looks like they peaked at about $2,825,000, and it looks like right now the median sales point is around $973,500. Let's look at the sales here. So it looks like there were 33 sales in Hagg Point, and it looks like the least expensive was this one, $219,000. And this is a 1,676 square foot home on a tiny little lot. This might even, yeah, pretty dated. Kind of the carpet looks like it needs to be replaced. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 1988. But let's look at the most expensive. So most expensive home in Hagg Point over the past year is this one at $2,275,000 for a 3,785 square foot home on just over half an acre. And this is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, built in 2018. Let's take a peek. Beautiful twilight photo there. And look at that gorgeous view, guys. I think I might be willing to jump on a ferry back and forth every day to live in a house like this, because you just can't beat that view. All right, so I hope you enjoyed jumping inside the computer and looking at the map and learning about all the private golf course communities in and around the South Carolina Lowcountry. Again, if I can help you find your Lowcountry lifestyle, be sure and give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or even book a Zoom call, all in the description below. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest happening here, be sure and like, subscribe, and tap that bell for notifications so you'll know every time I drop a new video. My name is David Simcox. I'm the host of this channel and a local real estate agent. It's been a pleasure spending time with you today. I hope to meet you in person at some point, but if not, I will at least see you on the next video.